Charlie Widows. Go ahead, Charlie.
Hey, Coach. What are your thoughts on the effort tonight? You know, the team coming out shorthanded and getting the win.
I thought the effort was great. You know, anytime you play a good team, like the Spurs, and you shoot 38% from the field, score 98 points, and still win the game, it just tells you about our effort and our intensity on defense. Tonight, we didn't let missing shots, get in the way of us, having a defensive mindset. And I thought our defense carried us the whole night.
And obviously, kind of a bittersweet day to see Lou go as well. What are your thoughts on watching him leave?
Very bitter. Over the last 2 years, just having a chance to be around Lou. I mean, I knew him from afar, and we always spoke, but to have a chance to actually be around him for 2 years and just seeing the person he was and what he meant so much to this team and franchise, just tough letting him go. And like I said, when you get a guy who's 3 times Sixth Man of the Year and scored 15,000 points, most of them off the bench, and just his contributions to this organization has been so incredible. And this is the toughest part of the business. Like I said, especially for me being traded a few times and knowing how that is. So we're gonna miss Lou dearly. Hate to see him go. Big part of what they've done here the last 4 years, with him being a part of it. And, what he's done for us the last 2 years has not been.
Thanks, Charlie. Next question from Andrew Greif. Go ahead, Andrew.
To follow up on that, just what was it like in the first quarter? You looked down your bench to make your first sub and Lou isn't there. Like, is that just an odd feeling?
Yeah, it is. It was actually, we talked about it at halftime, so we need Lou Will right now, But like I said, he's going to be missed for everything he brought. And not just basketball. I just think him as a person. That's what I love the most. We know he's a great basketball player, but just him as a human being and what he stood for and how he always boosts morale of the team, and everybody around him. That's what's going to be missed the most.
Your relationship with Rajon, obviously, it's people know about the Boston era. Did it go back even earlier than that? Where you connect with him before you started coaching in Boston?
Well, I knew him, through KG because, KG being one of my best friends, and when he first went to Boston, be able to support them and get a chance to meet, Rondo early on. But my 4 years of coaching there, he was pretty much my project. Doc, made me stay on him, and just he was like my little brother, for the most part, and just watching him grow and mature throughout the years and. As a player and as a person, as a father, as a human being. It's just great to see.
Thank you, Ty.
Thanks, Andrew. Next question from Law. Go ahead, Law.
Hey, Ty. Just to follow up on the connections with Doc and with Rondo, the next game, Doc comes back to face the Clippers again. Obviously, you've worked with him for so long. I just want to know, have you been able to connect with him this week? And what are you looking forward to when you do see him?
With Doc?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, big hug. I mean, we talk, all the time. And he checks on me, I check on him. And it'd be good to see him, him and Sam coming back, to the arena. And I don't know how many hugs we can give because of the protocol, but I might break protocol come next game. But it's going to be good to see him and just so happy for Doc, giving me my first start. And the success he's having over in Philly is just great to see. And just shows you what a phenomenal coach that he is.
And just to follow up on Lou, you mentioned that he's your third scorer all season long. With him not here, does that give guys like Paul and Kawhi more responsibility, or are you looking to kind of have someone specific step up and fill the void that Lou scoring leaves?
Law, I'm really not sure. We got to get everyone healthy. We got to get everybody together first. And this is going to be another process, when you add new pieces and guys who are going to be important to your roster and to what you're trying to do. It's just going to take some time, to figure out what combinations, who plays well with who. And you pretty much got to start all over again. I like the rhythm and the flow that we're in right now. I think our guys are really competing, especially on the defensive end. Moving the basketball, only having, 16 assists, but, I thought we made some great passes and great effort getting into the paint, making the right play. And, we just got to keep building these habits. I think the flow is starting to come back. We kind of missed that flow when PG went out for those couple of weeks and came back. We really haven't been able to find our offensive rhythm, or our defensive rhythm for that matter. But, it's slowly starting to come again, and I see it. And it's just good to see. So we just got to keep building.
Next question, Ty from Ohm. Go ahead, Ohm.
Hey, Ty. Doc tonight described you as the Rondo whisperer because of your relationship. He mentioned Sam Cassell too, but I'm wondering, what does that entail to become the Rondo whisperer? Because, he's a brilliant mind and he's known for his basketball IQ, but at times it's also led to him butting heads with coaches. I'm wondering what goes into becoming a Rondo whisperer.
Well, the first thing, you got to know what you're talking about. Second thing is, he's so smart. Sometimes he's too smart for his own good. He knows every play that's called, everything is coming, and he might, call out a coverage, but, the other guys are not ready for it because he knows what play is coming. But as far as being cerebral and smart around the game, like, in my experience, it's just, him and LeBron are two of the guys that, I would rank up there as far as just, IQ and knowing what's going on the floor, how to control a game, and, CP as well. And it's just, just telling him the truth, being honest with him. He's fiery, that's what we need. He's tough. He understands the game, and he respects people who's a straight shooter and going to tell him the truth. So that was my biggest thing, I think, in Boston, was just being honest with him, telling him the truth, and keeping it real with him.
Will he be a starter for you, or do you envision him running the second team?
I'm not sure right now. Like I said, we got to get everybody together, get everyone healthy, and just kind of see what works, who fits with who. And it's going to take a little time, for that. So I'm not sure right now.
Thanks.
Ty, last question we're going to take from Miriam. Go ahead, Miriam.
Hey, Ty. On Rondo, what for all his attributes, like what do you think he brings that's going to matter most to this team of yours?
A lot of things. I think his passing ability. I think his leadership, his basketball IQ, just all those intangibles that a point guard brings. And he's done it at a high level. Winning the championship on two different teams, two winless franchises in the history of the game, and the resume of the guys he's played with, the guys he's led, to these championships as well. So just being in the playoffs, a lot of dog fights, in Boston, and coming back last year, winning the championship with the Lakers, and just everything he does, when he gets to the playoffs, he's a different player, and we all know that. We've seen it over the years. We'll see what happens.
Thanks, Ty. Have a safe flight home. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.